Hi everyone, it's Luetin here, and today we're looking at some rush defense on Sharqi Peninsula. Now, I've been wanting to cover more defense rounds because, to be honest, for the most part, people are pretty good with attacking. They can generally handle themselves and handle most situations. It's unusual that you get a round where you don't at least have some progress. Of course, unless you have absolutely the worst team, you're going to usually manage to get somewhere, and with a bit of luck, you'll probably make your way through. But defending, on the other hand, now that's another matter. So many situations, so many games which get lost for very, very simple mistakes, and we see a couple of those here. Now, as usual, I've gone with the Igla because the first thing that I want to do is always make sure this helicopter is denied. Happily though, as you see, whoever was flying that chopper managed to crash it straight into the sea, so that was a nice little one-up for us right from the word go. Give us a bit of delay time. Now, as usual, what we're wanting to do here, and I'm pleased to say that I've got quite a few of my clan guys in on this round, so I think that was a good at least 2 squads. So that was kind of useful for us. It meant that we could have some good control, some good communication on the team chat. Now you'll notice as well my position here. We were talking about this in game and they were saying, Luetin, where are you going to be? What do you want to do? Now we can see that there's a lot of action going on over there. But notice what I'm doing. I'm not pushing forward. I'm not trying to get into that combat. I'm sitting back here and I'm making sure this left hand side stays clear. I'm looking for targets. Also, by the way, I haven't played for a while. My my gameplay kind of is 50-50 on this one, but we get better. I need to play more regularly. It's always the case. It's got to be a week, really, I think, since I've really played much Battlefield 3. I've also been doing a fair bit of... Actually, that's not true. I had some very successful rounds the other evening, doing some team deathmatch, but we'll have those coming up as well. That's actually part of another video, which I want to talk about soon, talking about slow rate of fire weapons, so that'll be on the way. Anyway, so we can see, look, that a couple of the guys managed to flank up, and I did actually manage to call those guys out. I'm now starting to think about the helicopter because it's been a little bit of time, so I'm wanting to look back over there. So as we're playing out in this round, this is the thing, you want to be constantly thinking about what is happening with the enemy, not just searching for the enemy. You want to be thinking, where are they, where's my team, where do I need to be? Really, really important. Also notice that a lot of my guys are engineers. Now, I have taken the Igla because I want to be focused. I want to have the ability to take out this heli, or at least do this and harass it. Now he's popping his flares straight away. Stupid mistake because I haven't actually fired yet. And there we go, get a nice disable. Usually as well you can lock them up again. He's managed to flare that one, and now he's going out of range. Now, all the while I'm doing this, let's see if we can get him down here. There you go. All the while I'm doing that, I'm communicating to my guys. I'm saying, alright, the chopper's moving behind us. I'm moving it off of my position to go there. So I'm basically letting them know that I'm not covering the front of the road here. Also, notice something else. That target was armed at A, but I didn't go running over there like a crazy person. If you wonder as well why I started moving to this area, because people were calling out, my guys were calling out to me. I managed to stop this guy getting in here, but Dapper unfortunately was already on B. However, what I'm doing right now, I'm communicating. I said, Dapper, he's on the first floor, he's on the first floor above B. I was like, he's going up to the top, now he's still on the first floor. My guys were in there, they said, okay, we've got him, we cleared it out. They go back down for the disarm. The thing is, if you put team chat on when you're in a game, okay, now people always say to me, Luetin, you know, just because you've got team chat on, it doesn't mean that everyone in your team can hear you. I know that. I understand. I'm not an idiot. However, if you make sure that you put team chat on, you have a better chance that someone potentially is going to hear you. One of the downsides to PC is that you don't have any system of that in place. So it's a case of, unless you're playing with your friends, you have no opportunity to really communicate with people. Again, look at my kind of my gunplay all over the place. They're not good. And so this is really what you want to be doing, just sitting back, thinking, being calm, not panicking. That's one of the big mistakes that people often make. Some situations, yeah, you're going to want to panic. There's going to be places where you want to panic in the game. But most of the time you want to sit back and be calm and relax. And most importantly of all, not focus so hard on kills. If you want to play for the win and not for the kills, which is 90% of the way that I play the game, it doesn't, you don't want to be constantly chasing these things. That was also sucking. I'm really doing very badly with the gunplay today. again, just waiting for him to use flares or ECM. Popped it too early there. I didn't think that he was going to use it, so I fired, and unfortunately just as he was getting one away there. But I do manage to get another disable there, but look, he's got 2 guys repairing. And I was calling this out to my guys. Again, I'm giving them updates on what the helicopter pilot is doing, and you can see there that it looks like Gunnley, he got the kill on that one. So I was communicating to my team, telling them that they were firing. I was basically saying to them that the helicopter was repairing itself, that it was defending, that I was going to need some assistance to take it down, because I knew that it was unlikely I was going to be able to do that myself. Now B is armed again, but again, because I can see on my mini-map, and also I had Swedish talking to me there, I was able to focus more on those guys coming forward, keep the fire onto them, than running back. This is one of the biggest problems that I found with defense. One of the biggest errors that people make is that as soon as an objective gets armed, everybody runs to it. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't stop what you're doing and go and deal with an objective, because if you're spread out around the map, it's obviously an important thing that you need to get on and get on with. Now again, look, see, I'm not panicking. I can see him there. Just let him come in. I wasn't in a big hurry to go down there, get him. I wasn't freaking out or anything. But one of the biggest problems, as I say, is that people often, when an objective gets armed, will panic and they all run over there. I'm sure everyone will understand this, that when you're in a game, you often will see a good 8, 9, 10 people in your team all run to an objective at the same time. So sometimes 75% or more of your team will actually all run to an objective. This is such a huge error, okay? It depends entirely on the situation. And it also depends entirely on how people have set up their classes. You really need to just look, prioritize and assess the situation. Do I need to realistically go over there? Am I better placed to stay in this position and prevent people from flanking further, etc, etc. And also things like this. That helicopter is still a threat, okay? I can't ignore that heli, it's still going to be coming back, and I have to remember it, which is exactly what I'm doing. And again, as this helicopter is hidden behind here, I'm moving back here to try and sort of find out its situation. Again, communicating to my guys, alright, I'm not on the left hand side, I'm watching this heli. I said he's gone down behind the towers, I haven't seen him. I was listening as well. See, I can't hear that helicopter anymore. And Swedish was saying, okay, because I also said to my guys, I've only got 1 missile left, so I'm going to need some help in taking this down if we're going to take it down. So at that point I'm like, okay, I've left him a little bit of time, I need to pull off here. Because if I stay in that position, it's just wasting time, wasting effort. I could be picking up more ammo, so pulling to move to a different position at that point is going to be the better choice. Again, it's all part of sort of prioritising and making choices. Unfortunately as well, I'm really down on ammo. I don't think I've got any ammo for my main gun now. So I'm literally just left with the pistol. Which is not too bad, it has to be said. The Rex is very, very nice. I'll tell you what else I've been using is the M9. Actually really liking the M9. I don't know why that guy didn't shoot me there, because I'm on 0% health right now. Good old 0% health. I'm sure everybody loves the old 0. So again, whilst I can't see necessarily exactly where someone is, I know roughly that guy's position, calling him out. I was saying, okay, there's a guy prone, couple of people in the building left of A, they're moving forwards towards the centre of the objective. So just giving up constant information to our guys, checking the helicopter's not back up. And again, I know I was taking fire there, but I wanted to return back onto that guy and hopefully try and help our guys put him down a little bit. So overall, one of the most important things that we're doing in this round is that we're staying fairly spread out. If you look at the map right now, you'll see we have about 2 guys on the left, a couple in the middle, and about 3, 4 on the right. So we're keeping a good spread line. Again, constantly remembering this helicopter. I'm not getting too drawn into the fight. I'm not constantly chasing the kills. I'm not constantly thinking. I'm focusing on my role in the game, because I know for a fact that one of the biggest problems with this map is the helicopter. And you'll see what happens shortly with this. It kind of proves another point. Now he's got an ECM here, but don't worry about that, because when you use an ECM, you'll be able to relock before that can recharge, which is exactly what we do here. However, look at this skill piloting. He drops really nicely, which avoids the missile. However, I do manage to... Oh no, we miss it again. He drops ECM at the last minute and misses the missile again. So that was Dapper again. Dapper's one of my guys. He's a really excellent player. And for some very clever piloting there, he's managed to avoid both of it. I'm panicking there because I thought I saw enemy. Okay, now here he comes, and again he's going to have his ECM recharged. Missile away. There goes the ECM. Completely missed again. The problem is as well, now I'm out of ammo. And the difficulty is for me is that, as I was said before, I'm the only person who's really been focusing on that. There was that guy Gunley who managed to get a missile down on the heli before, but really a lot of our guys are, you know, equipped to be dealing with the tank, and they've been focusing on focus firing that tank down, which has been effective. You'll notice that the tank has had very little role in the game so far. Now, arguably, that's possibly because of their style of play with the tank. They could have pushed up further. Again, you can see using the ECM. Now, at this point in the game, the helicopter suddenly becomes a really big problem for us. I now have nothing to take that helicopter down, and I was calling out to my guys, he's circling B. We need to take the heli down. We need to take it down now. I need some ammo. I was calling out for help, and then you see how things start to cascade out of control. Because all of a sudden we're having to worry about the helicopter now because we haven't been able to focus that down. If I had had some ammo or one other person assisting me on the heli, we would have probably been able to deal with that better. But because we couldn't deal with it, it's now sort of causing us a big problem around B, dropping people off and harassing in the area. As soon as that happens, it means that we have to take people away from dealing with the tank. The tank suddenly starts causing more of a problem. So in this kind of situation, you can see how a controlled game can suddenly go very, very uncontrolled simply from lack of team support. If I'd had an ammo box just dropped here with me, we would have had no problem. And again, you see, up until this point in the game, they wouldn't have been able to move this far up. If you watch, you know, how we were playing earlier on, everything was very controlled. We weren't really spawn camping them. They just weren't able to get a foothold enough to move up. But because we had to waste that time coming back, dealing with the heli, you know, the tank moved up a bit, was causing some problems. We had to take that out. All of a sudden, you see how the defense has been weakened, and that's allowed them to sort of penetrate, get in here, move into the back of the base, and clear out, cause some problems. And again, they're still in here. We were calling this out. We were like, they're in the back of our base, guys. You need to get down here. One major failing from my part on this as well, I would say I did not take mines, and that obviously is something you want to do. You want to take your equipment. Have to say though, this really was for me, just I didn't necessarily intend to have a spectacular few rounds. I just got on for a couple of quick games, and it was my own fault. I didn't bother to fully set up my class properly, which is you know, bad thing for me. That's something to remember for the next time of the game. Make sure that, you know, you set up your class absolutely perfect for what you want to do. Now again, notice we had sort of 3 guys on the left hand side, so I was pushing back towards B, just give it a little double check, but now I've gone back to the helicopter because again, we got 7 tickets. Now, this game is not over by any means. I've seen bases armed on 3 tickets before. This heli Dapper, he's going to be going for hell for leather now. He wants this objective. Now I managed to get a disable on that, but look, he's got people repairing again, trying to get the missile away, but missed. And now look, dropping everyone out onto the objective. But look where our team are. I said this at the time when we were in game. Look at the team, look at the team. Now that could have gone the other way so easily. If only they'd had another 4 or 5 tickets, there is every possibility that they could have got that arm there. And it's because our team was so overconfident. When you get into the last 10 tickets, you want to pull a few people back onto the base, because that last moment is when everyone is going to throw themselves at that objective. And if they get that armed, there is the real danger that you may not be able to disarm in time. Thanks for watching this one, guys. I hope it's been a nice little overview. I'm going to be back with some more Battlefield 3 content very soon. I've got a couple of videos coming up, and then we'll be going straight into Aftermath as well. So as always, please leave your thoughts and feedback, and if you enjoyed the video, please throw it a like or maybe subscribe, share it with some people you know. Always helps me out, and I'll see you for some more content very soon.